Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I'm going to do a pick-a-pile reading for the Healing Energy Sessions. And today's question is, why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Okay, I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Now, before we get started, I just want to let you know that I'm not trying to force you or make you believe anything, okay? You are the creator of your own destiny. Whatever you want in your life, you can bring that to yourself, okay? Whatever these cards say, they may or may not resonate. If they do and they're not so good, well, you can make a change to change that. You can do something to change that, definitely. I'm not trying to change your religion or make you believe in the tarot. I'm just trying to make you think, okay? Think for yourself and think of solutions on how you can move forward in your life with your own decisions, all right? I'm only giving opinions here, and the best thing that you can do is find other opinions also, and then you kind of bring them all together and then come up with an opinion of your own, what you want for yourself, right? Okay, so please subscribe, like, comment, and share on these videos. Somebody out there might need it. Somebody might be in trouble, and this might actually help them, all right? If you have any comments for any other subscribers who do like to read the comments, because I like to read the comments sometimes in other videos, you might help somebody out with your own situation. And that's always appreciated, because we're all here to help each other. To my subscribers, I'm glad you're here. Welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. And hopefully you can find something here that can aid you in healing along your journey. So the question again is, why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? So that's for people who basically, they get into these situations, relationships, jobs, whatever, and everything is just so fine and dandy at the beginning. Everything is so wonderful, but then soon after, or shortly after, everything starts going downhill. The relationship starts failing, bad things start happening, the job sucks, whatever your situation is, it just doesn't seem to be working out for your favor. So we're going to go ahead and find out what we can do about that and what kind of advice we can get from the universe and from Buddha. Okay? So hopefully you've had enough time to choose which pile resonates best or which one is calling out to you. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to choose pile 1 to start. And you can pause the video if you need more time. Okay? Okay, so here's pile number 1. So the question was, why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Let's find out. Okay, so we have the scorpion here, right? And the scorpion represents defense, self-protection. So you may be feeling a little defensive right now, thinking about the past, thinking about what has happened, which direction you're going to move in. Maybe you don't know yet. Well, let's see what's going on here. And remember, these may or may not resonate, but we'll see what's happening. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the World. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups. Oops. And then we have the 4 of Wands. It came out in the reverse, but I might have missed that when flipping the cards. So, anyways. All right, we'll know if that should be in reverse or not when we get there, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3 major arcana, okay? Somebody's moving in a positive direction or wants to move in a positive direction. They want to find what it is they're looking for in life, in their world. And they could be holding the energy of the Emperor, which is a person who holds all the qualities of all the kings. Okay? So we have the Four of Cups here. Somebody wants to make you an offer, or you would like to make another person an offer, right? It seems that you've been in this Three of Swords energy. You know, you might have brought somebody into the situation, or somebody brought you into a situation. But you're wanting to go in a forward movement with this Wheel of Fortune. You're wanting to find success. It seems at this present time, you're in a burdensome situation and you are crying over, you know, or being upset or sad over a situation that you feel has ended. All right? But I actually do see that you have 2 cups still standing there, right? So all hope is not lost. And the reason why I say this is because you have the 6 of Wands right after that card. Right after that card. So success is going to definitely come your way, and it might be in reference to those 2 of Cups, right? I do see the World card here, and the offer that you want to make to somebody is you want them to be part of your world, basically, right? You wanted to start a new beginning with somebody, but they just put you in a 3-party situation, or you got into a situation where you still had somebody else on your mind, which turned it into basically a 3-party situation. It could also be that you could have family members meddling in your personal life, which is never good. It's never good. They're not living your life. Why would you go to them for any opinions on your romantic relationships? You know, it's not a good idea. I don't feel it is. Now, we have this Emperor card here, and the Emperor, he wants to get on that Wheel of Fortune, and that might be you. You might be this Emperor who wants to move in a forward direction on this Wheel of Fortune, right? But you have some burdens in your life right now, and it could be due to this 3-party situation. Not very happy about being part of, you know, 3-party situations, okay? It seems that you are walking away from a relationship or a marriage or whatever you were in, and you're walking towards another relationship. So this card, yes, it should have been in the upright position because it's right below the Victory card. Okay, so whatever it is that you're wanting to walk towards, it's going to be a victory for you. Okay, as long as you stay positive, you know what's happened in your life in the past, and you know what mistakes not to make again. And as long as you follow that, then you should be okay. Okay? Perhaps you're a little bit nervous because you don't know if this will bring that ultimate happiness. You don't know if it's going to be short-lived, right? But you're never going to know unless you try. The cards right here are saying that you will have victory. But that all depends on your mindset. So if this sounds like your situation, then I will see you at the end, and we'll have some advice from the universe and from Buddha. Okay? So I'm going to pile number 2. Okay, so here's pile number 2. And the question is, why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Well, let's find out. Okay, so we have the fox. And the fox represents cleverness and adaptability. So perhaps you're feeling like you're a pretty clever person and you can adapt to any situation. So you might be feeling like you're going into a situation that you're not too sure about, but you're sure about yourself because you know how to adapt. And that's good. That's really good. So let's see what we have here. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Star. Excuse me. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups, Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Two of Flamingos, which is the Two of Swords. So what I can see here is we have two major arcanas. Okay, one of them is the Star and one of them is Temperance. So you had hope in a situation and you have been patient in a situation, right? Or somebody has, right? So let's start from the beginning. We have cleverness and adaptability on that fox. Now remember that, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands here. And the Knight of Wands is somebody coming in with information. This person is very passionate, has some passionate information to pass along to you, all right? You might even want to be doing this to someone, but that's what's going on here. Or we have this King of Pentacles here too, okay? So you might be this King of Pentacles, and possibly a Knight of Wands is coming towards you to give you a message, all right? Now remember, you can be a female watching this and you can still hold those male energies, okay? Because sometimes we get into our male and female energies, okay? But if you're a male, you know, just go with the flow here, and then you can place everybody where they belong. Same for the female, okay? So the King of Pentacles is somebody who's financially stable. So you also could be holding this Knight of Wands energy, very passionate, wanting to have hope in a situation, wanting to bring a message to somebody, okay? Now, we also have this Ten of Pentacles, right? So you are financially stable, okay? It also, that's a double confirmation with that King of Pentacles card right there, right? You might be financially stable, you could be married or in a relationship, but you are stable financially and you are grounded, you're rooted, you're balanced in your situation, okay? But it does seem here we have the Page of Swords, and that card usually indicates that somebody's spying. So you could be watching somebody or they could be watching you. But as such, we do have the Eight of Pentacles here, which means somebody or some people or whoever's involved here could be working very hard on their pentacles, trying just to build the pentacles. And a lot of times when people do that, they do that because they try to forget things. They don't want to think about stuff. Of course, they can turn to alcohol and drugs to try to forget, but I don't think this person wants to do that. So what they do is they work on their pentacles. That can be another addiction, working too much, you know? But at least they're not doing drugs or drinking or anything like that. That's a good thing. I do see that this Knight of Wands wants to come in to somebody from the past, somebody that they've been thinking about. But with this King of Pentacles here, which could be you could be both of these people holding this energy. You could be the Knight of Wands wanting to give a message, and you could be the King of Pentacles who is married. Right? A married person who wants to give a passionate message to somebody from the past. And then we have this Eight of Swords right here, but you're feeling trapped. You're conflicted. You're caught up in your own mind, thinking that you can't get out of this situation. You might have manifested a Nine of Cups wish fulfillment manifestation. You hoped for it and you got it. But now you're feeling stuck and trapped. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you had hoped on a situation, but you didn't really get it the way you wanted. You know, you were happy at the beginning, but it was short-lived, right? Because that's what I feel here, because we have this Nine of Cups. It's a wish fulfillment card, but it's not the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is essentially what you really want, that happy family, that happy home, that happy life. And the Nine of Cups is just like, ha ha, I got what I wanted, but did you really? Because Nine of Cups is like the party mode, yeah, celebration, getting it, whatever. But you can only have so much of that party situation until it starts to get boring and you start to get tired of it. Right? So now you're feeling trapped, like you can't move, like you can't get out. You could be trapped in your head about things, or you could be trapped in a relationship that you feel that you can't get out of. But you know, I'll be quite honest. Anybody can get out of anything. You know what I'm saying? If you're trapped in a relationship, you can get out of it. If there's money involved, which there might be, because I see that King of Pentacles there, would you rather keep your money, or would you rather, and be unhappy, or would you rather lose the money, find happiness, and just rebuild again with somebody who's worth it? That's your decision, okay? Because maybe what you thought was happiness, it really isn't. And maybe money's not everything, you know? You can rebuild again. So it seems that you are in a situation with somebody, right? And you're financially stable there. But somebody's doing some juggling. Either that's you or the person you got into a relationship with. And I have a feeling that this is, the person you got into a relationship with. Because I do see you watching somebody. You're being very patient. You're watching somebody. And, you're tempering whatever it is, that you need to deal with. You're trying to find balance within yourself. Kind of trying to moderate this whole situation. You're trying to find purpose in yourself. Right? You got one toe in the water and one toe on land. It's like you're trying to test the waters here. You're not sure. So that's why you're spying. You might also be working a lot and stuff, trying to make a decision how you're going to get out of this. Or if you have gotten yourself out of it, you're trying to wonder how you can come forth with information about what has been happening with you, right? It could be one or the other. Maybe you want to talk about the situation you were in, this Nine of Cups energy, feeling trapped, the juggling. Maybe you want to tell somebody about all that, but you don't know if you should, because you don't know what's going on in somebody's life and you can't tell, so you just work. So if this sounds like your situation, then I will see you at the end, and we'll see what kind of advice we get from the universe and from Buddha, and hopefully we can get you through this. Okay? All right. Going to pile number 3. Okay, so here's pile number 3. And the question was, why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Well, let's find out. Okay, so we have the buffalo skull. And the buffalo skull represents sacredness and reverence for life. Right? So you may be holding something sacred to your heart. Maybe you have new beliefs and you are not backing down on them. Perhaps you believe that your life is more than what it actually is, and that you don't need to have a situation that brings you unhappiness or be stuck in a situation, right? Maybe you thought you'd be happy in the beginning, but kind of didn't turn out that way now, did it? Well, let's go ahead and find out what's going on here. First, we have the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Rods, the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, Justice, the Queen of Flamingos, and the Queen of Hats. Okay, well, I do see that we have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas here, okay? The Hanged Man, the Sun, and the Justice card. Well, let's start from the beginning. I see the Ace of Cups here starting off the spread, okay? And the Ace of Cups represents an emotional new beginning, right? There could be some fast and swift information coming into you, or you could be giving somebody this information. We also have the Hanged Man here, and you're not quite sure about this information that you found out about, and it could be involving a new beginning that you've had with somebody, and you just got some wind of some passionate information that came in really swiftly and quickly to you, and now you're caught in this hangman mode. And you're in this hangman mode, and you're trying to figure out something. You're trying to make a decision over something. You could be holding the King of Pentacles energy, right? Financially stable person, married, you know, good husband, grounded, rooted, balanced. But you did get some wind of some harsh and direct communication came into you, okay? Now, with this Eight of Rods here for a second time, you got some more information along with that other information you got in the beginning. You see, the Ace of Cups in the beginning, you got some emotional information here that got you in that hanged man mode. But now you have more information on this Eight of Rods underneath the Ace of Cups, right? And the information you received was something in regards to this Sun card. And the Sun card represents positivity, fun, warmth, you know, success and vitality also. So perhaps you've been thinking about something, right? Or a person who has those qualities, you know, they're positive, they're fun, they're warm. They have that sense of vitality going on with them, and they're successful. Yeah. You're actually thinking of a woman who is single and financially stable. Underneath that Hanged Man card, we do have the Nine of Pentacles, and that's what the Nine of Pentacles is. It is a single woman. Doesn't have to be, could be a male, but we have the Nine of Pentacles representing a single woman who is financially stable. She doesn't really need anybody's help. She can do it all on her own. She's had, you know, trials and tribulations in her life, and she has made her life comfortable for herself, right? And she's definitely protected with this bird here, you know, on her shoulder. Birds represents angels or divine, you know, source, whatever, you know. So you're trying to, you know, figure out what you're going to do. You want justice in a situation, though. Okay? You definitely want justice. You could be involved, or you could be thinking about this Queen of Flamingos, who could be actually this Nine of Pentacles person, or somebody who you're gonna come to, and they're willing to listen to you. But just remember that this Queen of Flamingos, whoever it is that you want to, you know, speak with or decide to speak with, who you want justice with, actually, this person, you know, she's always willing to listen, okay? She's very intelligent. She gives everybody the benefit of the doubt. Okay, what's going on? What do you want to tell me, right? But make sure that you're, you know, speaking properly to her and being honest and forthright, because she has no problem saying, you know what, there's the door. I don't believe you. You're not being honest with me. And you can just go ahead and be on your way, right? So be very careful if you are this King of Pentacles trying to approach this Queen of Flamingos. Okay? We also have the Knight of Swords here, and it seems that you've had some harsh and direct words with this Queen of Hats. Now, if you are also this Knight of Swords who's coming in with some direct and harsh communication, and you want to communicate to this Queen of Hats, you know, this Queen of Hats is very nurturing. She's very emotional. It's probably not good to do that. You know, this could be actually one person here, or two people here, a male and a female. with all these energies, right? So you want to make sure that when you come to the Queen of Hats, she's very emotional. So make sure that you're not really directing any harsh and direct communication, because even though she is emotional, you know, we have this Queen of Flamingos and this Queen of Hats. They're both facing each other, which I feel that they could either be one and the same, or they could just be two separate women that are facing each other. But, you know, I'm kind of feeling like it's the same person holding these two energies, this Queen of Flamingos and the Queen of Hats. She's very intelligent, yet she's very emotional. And she could be this single Nine of Pentacles woman. So whatever you're expecting from this person, how they're going to be, you want to have justice with them, right? Well, you know, it's about the presentation of things, right? If you're going to present yourself as being, you know, kind of egotistical, pointing the fingers, stuff like that, that's not a good way to go about things, you know? We're all adults here. Try to speak like an adult, and I'm sure you're going to get positive outcome from this. Remember, sacredness and reverence for life. If you feel like you want justice with this person, and you feel like this person is going to bring you that reverence for life, and this person makes you, you know, you want to hold your values sacred, then treat it like that, you know? So if this sounds like your situation, then yeah, I'll see you at the end, and then we'll see what kind of advice we can get from the universe and from Buddha. Okay, so I'll see you there. Okay, we made it to the end. So we are asking the universe and Buddha, why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? So we want to get some sort of insight from the universe about all this. Okay, you all know if any of these piles resonated with you, then this is probably some good advice for you. But remember, it's advice, okay? This video is not the absolute answer to all your problems, right? We actually have the answers inside ourselves. But if you have a hard time digging that up, then you can ask a couple people's opinions, look up some things in some books, you know, do some research. But in the end, what you want to essentially do is come up with your own situation's solution, right? Because whoever you ask and whoever you know that you're going to for advice, they're just giving you advice for what they would do for themselves, but it's not necessarily right for you. Or they're giving you advice that's not beneficial for you, because not everybody out there is in for our good interest, right? The haters, right? Let me get a quick drink here. Oh, so smoky. I did the sage, and I did the incense, and the Palo Santo, and oh gosh, you guys. Half the time, that's why I'm choking on the cameras, because I'm just like saging everything, and I just want, you know, positive energy around. If I can have it, I want to try and get that. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side, and we are going to ask the universe, what do we need to surrender in regards to why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Okay, we want lasting happiness, right? We don't want that, you know, job that only lasts a little bit of time and we're already unhappy. We don't want that relationship that sucks after a few months. We want this to be a forever thing. We're ready, right? So let's find out what we need to surrender in terms of why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Why do I always feel that way? Why do I feel that way, right? So I'm kind of feeling over here, so I'm just going to grab one of these out here, put that to the side. Okay, I'm just going to set this over here. Now we are going to ask Buddha for wisdom. This is from Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power. And it was pre-shuffled, but I'm of course going to shuffle it one more time. We're going to find out what kind of wisdom we can get from people in regards to why do I feel my happiness is short-lived. Okay. Okay, so we put this to the side. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and start out and see what we need to surrender. That's going to help us out. Okay. Now remember, you don't have to do anything I say here. You know, you are the creator of your own destiny. It's you that makes your happiness come to life. Alright? Surrender to passion. Okay? So what I'm getting here is you might be real passionate about a situation, and you might not be moving towards it because you're feeling like possibly it's going to be short-lived. Perhaps you were passionate in a lot of other situations. You jumped right in and you started out that new job or that new relationship, and then it failed. Didn't work out for you. Well, there's something to be said about being passionate and jumping right in, or there's also something to be said about being passionate, but taking it slow to make sure that this is the right decision you want to make. Right? Perhaps your other relationships didn't pan out so well because you jumped into them too quickly. Maybe you don't like being alone, so you just grab up whatever's available, and then it's usually not the right choice. Or you could have also went to others and gotten opinions. Oh wow, you're getting that job, cool, grab it up, jump on it. But did you really read the fine print? Kind of like with a relationship. Oh wow, you're dating him or you're dating her. She's beautiful, she's this, she's that, or he's this, he's strong, he's manly. But you know, the packaging isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Sometimes the packaging has just a pair of socks in the gift, right? If you get a gift Christmas time here, ooh, the most beautiful packaging you've ever seen. You open it up, there's only a pair of socks in there. You know, and it's like, darn. I was expecting like a diamond ring or something. It ends up being a pair of gray socks. Sweat socks. Anyhow. So let's read what the card says. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So you're thinking about somebody already. Or you're thinking about a job that's available to you, one or the other. And you have a feeling about it, but you're just not sure. You don't know how to move forward, you know. And if you are passionate about something, what are you going to do? Are you just going to let it just simmer in your gut and let it simmer there for the rest of your life? Or are you going to go for it and take that risk? It seemed that you took the risk in the past. Just don't rush it this time. Before you absolutely jump into something, you know, check it out first. Do your research. If it's a job, find out what's involved, what the pay's like, how often you're going to get paid, how many hours you're going to work. When is there place for advancement? You know, are you going to be an employee, a regular associate for years on end, or is there advancement possible? What are the vacations like, holidays, the pay, The, you know, what else? Health benefits, right? Check into everything, make sure. And it's not like you're being greedy or stingy. These are questions that you should ask all jobs. Doesn't, even if it's McDonald's, even if you have a paper route, okay? You want to weigh your options and see how you're going to benefit from it, right? Is it going to make you happy? With relationships, right? You meet the nicest person, so beautiful, so cool, and then you're like, okay, you're my girlfriend now. No, no, no. The best thing for you to do, most likely, would be to take it slow. Get to know the person, you know? That way, it's not like you're really jumping into anything. So if something happens, it's not like a big disappointment because you figure it out like, whoa, I'm glad I didn't, ask this person to marry her. I'm glad, that they're not my girlfriend or boyfriend, because you worked slow with it, you got to know the person, you figured out, oh, this person's kind of shady. And it's easier to walk away from someone you were just hanging out with than somebody who's your girlfriend or your wife. It's so much easier to walk away from somebody who just doesn't resonate with you, who doesn't carry the same high vibrations that you do, right? You could have even manifested these bad relationships into your life because people told you that this is how it's supposed to be. And so you tried to manifest this. And then in the back of your head, you're thinking, oh my God, my relationships never work out. They suck, blah, blah, blah. They always fail. So you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure when you do that. You get jealous. Oh my God, somebody's going to come and steal them away from me. You're just manifesting that. Maybe you did find a good relationship and then the person ended up either cheating on you or somebody came in and stole them away from you. Why? Because you manifested it. Your insecurities manifested it. Right? So let's go ahead and see what Buddha has to say. White Tara. Oh, I haven't gotten this one. White Tara offers liberation. By your quiet listening, you can liberate others from fear. So let me think about this for a second. Offers liberation. By your quiet listening, you can liberate others from fear. So possibly, instead of being someone who talks all the time, maybe when you get into relationships, you try to blow yourself up to this person. You want them to think, oh, you're so perfect, you've been through this, through that, you're awesome, whatever. Maybe it's time you actually let somebody else do the talking for a change. You know? Possibly you can ask open-ended questions like, so tell me about yourself. Instead of, oh, I come from here, I do this, I do that, I'm me, 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 me. Well, right there, the person's going to be like, God, this guy never shuts up. Or this girl, she never shuts up. You know? Doesn't even care about me, doesn't want to know about me. You know? So maybe for a change, when you're meeting somebody, ask those open-ended questions. Like, so tell me about yourself. Where are you from? What are your favorite things to do? What are your interests? What are your goals? You know? Get to know somebody before you jump into anything, because your goals might not match vibrationally, right? And even if your goals are different, listen to what it is. Don't put them down. Appreciate them for having goals, period, because some people don't even know what the heck they're doing or where they're headed, right? And then, This person will probably ask you questions, and then it'll be your turn to speak about you. And this will be your chance to see if this person even wants to listen to you, if they put your goals down, if they say, that's dumb, or this is why, or if anything negative, you'll be able to find out when it's your turn to talk. But allow someone else to talk, you know, because also what you're doing is you're letting them know that you're interested in them as a person, right? And you're also offering yourself liberation from wonder. You're not going to be in your head anymore. I wonder if this person, this, that, and the other. Because why? Because you asked them straight out and they told you. And then don't worry if you don't get all the questions out or you forgot to ask questions. Because you can always say at the end of when you're hanging out this time, say, so yeah, you know, I got time off on this day. Are you available? Let's hang out again. Let's go get some coffee. Let's go walk around the park or something. And then you can line up more questions and ask more questions. You know? Find out more about the person you're around, you know. Try to think positive about people too. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt, whoever you're meeting. Because you don't want to be disappointed later, right? Look at everybody as like a clean slate, right? Don't put your past disappointments on the next person, because that person might be different. Don't assume, because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. That's what assume means, you know? A-S-S-U-M-E. You know? Try to keep your mind in a positive mindset too. Don't think, oh my God, this happened to me last time. It's going to happen again. You know, stop doing that, because not everyone is the same. Everybody is different. We all are vibrating on a different frequency. You know who I listen to a lot? I go to the park. I go to this park. It's called Krug Park. The name is crazy, but it's a really nice park. It's very peaceful. And I put on my headphones and I listen to, what's her name? Abraham Hicks. That lady, she's a genius. You guys should listen to her if you get the chance. But she's very interesting. Some of her stuff's a little confusing, so I have to kind of back it up and re-listen. What did she just say? What is she talking about? But you know what? She's right, though. That's basically how I've been trying to manifest my future, is exactly what she's saying. Because when she says it, I realize, like, oh my God, that's what I do. So I get double confirmation on what I'm already doing. And if you don't know her, you should look her up. There's a lot of things in there that you can learn from this woman, because she's very intelligent. And she's right. And it's like she's not really telling you what to do. I mean, she kind of is, but she isn't. She's not telling you straight facts. You have to do it. This, you know. She's telling you to go within. And that's what you need to do. Perhaps you've been failing in these relationships or job situations. You haven't found your happiness. It's short-lived because maybe you start these situations already in a negative mindset. I just saw 4422. If you want to look that up, you can Google that. Let's read what the Buddha Wisdom has for the White Tara. Okay, 35 is the number 8. The number 8 could resonate with somebody out there. Something could happen in 8 days. You could have been born on the 8th day or the 8th month. Could be your life path, number 8. You know, it could be anything. But let's see what it says here. The White Tara offers liberation. Quietly sitting, focused within, White Tara emanates calm. but it is a dynamic calm, a scintillating power that shifts your perspective, and so then your life. She offers liberation from the monsters in our minds. Oh my God, you guys. Did I not just say that? Bringing in those negative thoughts, thinking that somebody's a certain way and they're really not. Okay, let's move on. So liberating from the monsters in our minds and fears and failures of the heart's wisdom to overcome our human shadow tendencies. Again and again in a continuous stream, her intention persists to liberate us from a true disease of ignorance of who we really are and what the world is. If you can connect to that stream and flow with it, you will rise above your doubts and insecurities, worries, and problems and live a long and happy life. You guys, I just got chills. I just saw 4555 also. Okay? This works out perfectly for the question. You see? Like I said, I'm not trying to make you believe the tarot or anything, but is this not something that's trippy right here? To me it is. I don't know. It's okay, let's move on. Alright. So earlier we met Tara in her green form, how she is most known. But there are also red Taras, white Taras, and blue Taras. 21 major forms in all. They represent womanhood in all her variety and flavors, of stateswoman to mother, basketball player, and cashier, in all of the many ways a woman can be. White Tara is quiet, compassionate. She sits in a diamond lotus posture, both legs folded up beneath her, quietly centered on her intention to give. So yeah, there's all forms of women, okay? There can be bad ones, there can be good ones, there can be calm ones, there can be nice ones, there can be mean ones. Or you can get a variety of those traits into one. But just know, they threw in a basketball player, a cashier. I mean, they threw in all kinds of different things. So whoever it is you're meeting, if she tends to come off a certain way because of what she does, have an open mind. Because this person may be very successful at what she does, or he. Right? As long as they're not breaking the law, right? As long as they are doing the right thing, being kind to others, especially being kind to themselves and you, then that's a little bit of something to think about. Like I said, when you get into a relationship or a job, give it the benefit of the doubt before you start. Don't poo-poo it right away. This person's going to be this way. This job's going to suck. This is going to be that way. The more you think of that, the more you're just going to manifest that into reality. And if you want to think about positive things, get those negative thoughts out of your mind. Start meditating. Clear your mind of negative thoughts. Right? Try to think of something else when you start getting into that Five of Swords or that Five of Wands energy, when you're like stuck in your head like the hangman, right? You don't know what to do. You're stuck. You keep thinking. Stop thinking about that stuff. Start thinking about, shoot, throw on an Abraham Hicks video. Start listening to her. Or, listen to some happy songs. Don't worry, be happy, shit like that. Don't go for the sad love songs. Don't go for the, I'm a G and I like to, I'm a player and I play with the women. No, don't think of that, because all you're doing is attracting that kind of lifestyle. And that is, I'll be straight with you, that's a negative lifestyle. Those kind of songs, listen to classical music. There's no words in it. And then when you listen to it, like when I listen to it, I think of like, oh, ballroom dancing or something. You know what I mean? I make my own story, and the story's happy. It goes along with the music, because the music's usually happy and upbeat. So it's a little different. Who gives a shit? Because we don't care what anybody thinks of us, because we have our own thoughts about ourselves, right? Well, that's how it should be anyways. So I hope this helps somebody out there, you know. Main focus here is give people the benefit of the doubt. You've been through hurt, okay? You've been through negative situations. Doesn't mean that everyone out there is going to be like that. Don't jump into situations. Take it slow. Hold back. It says surrender to passion, but I'm suggesting that you hold back some of those passions and try to take it slow. Keep that passion burning in your heart. Yeah, okay. But, you know, be positive. Because the next person you meet might be that long-lasting relationship that you're going to finally have. Why? Because you took it slow. Because you gave people, or this person, or this job, or whatever it is that you're trying to get into, you gave them the benefit of the doubt. You thought positively about it. You kicked out all those negative thoughts, and you're like, you know, this is the one. This is the job. This is the person. Why? Because I think that this person has all the qualities that I want in a person. They challenge me, you know? They challenge me. They don't cheat on me. Well, you don't want to talk about what you don't want, but you want to talk about the positive things, you know? This person is faithful. This person loves me for who I am, no matter how I look or, you know, what I do. This person loves me for me. That's how you want to look at it, you know? So try to keep a positive mindset and try to manifest happiness in your life in a positive way, okay? So yeah, I hope this helped somebody out. And yeah, this was why do I feel my happiness is short-lived? Well, there were some ideas I gave you why. But I think after this, after you do your little research and start realizing things inside for yourself, that you're going to find your answer why it's short-lived. And then you're going to figure out how to move forward. And then you're going to find that lifelong happiness that you're looking for. Okay? So I'm sending out positive energy. That's really all I can send to you. Okay? Because positivity is the key. You are the creator of your own destiny. And everything's going to be okay. Okay? So my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This was the Healing Energy Sessions. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.